you're watching this video, please pack it up. We are done. Let's chat. Come closer. Yeah. Welcome to another video. In my previous video, I shared with you guys my personal journey with confidence, and I said that in this video I'm going to be giving you guys basically how I was able to finally unlock the code in my brain. Yes, the confidence code in my brain. On Tuesday, I'll be hosting my first ever event. I'm going to be talking to people, and this is a girl that don't talk in group chats, that cannot hold conversations, like cannot stare people in their eyes. Me, that girl, is going to be talking to young women about confidence. Did you see the gap? Yeah, so that's like a huge stepping stone for me, because I knew right from when I was young that I love talking, I love to chat, I love to, engage with people. But then confidence, or let's just call it shyness, kept me stuck in a cage where I could not actually express myself. A heads up, this video might be on the lengthy side, because I want to be able to deliver justice to this video. So if you are ready, sit back, relax, and watch this video. Let's tackle your confidence, honey. Just one person that doesn't have to crack their head on how to go about this confidence thing is a blessing. Like I said in my previous video, I struggled deeply with confidence, with talking to people, with looking them in their eyes. In fact, I just assumed generally that everybody was better than me in one way or the other. I just felt like I was I was not like worthless, but like I could not stand in comparison to other people. And I don't know why I did that in my head, but it was just a thing. I was moving around, having that energy, carrying that energy. Someone would ask me questions, and they can't even hear me. They can't. They'll be like, what did you say? What did you say? What did you say? I have to repeat myself over the time. I'm like, speak up, I'm not here. Like, it was a very, 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 very bad situation, and I don't want you to be in that situation. And that's the reason why I'm coming here and I'm making this video. I came up basically with this framework called the ICC framework, which is basically identity, clarity, and confidence. For one, I've heard too many times people will tell you, oh, tips on how to be confident, dress up, do this, do that, you feel confident. While that is partially true, because I'll give that a little bit of credit, because if you dress nice, you're going to actually feel nice, you're going to feel like a little bit okay. But that is like on the outside, on the people looking outside, are gonna perceive you as, okay, yeah, you look good, so obviously they're not gonna really think too deep about it. But you inside, that something is missing. Yes, there's a piece of yourself that's not quite there yet. Like you're mentally comparing yourself to everybody that you're seeing in the room. You are like, it's just off. You yourself, it's off. Something is off inside within you. You can tell, because then it affects how you speak, how you carry your shoulders, how you're walking, how you're introducing yourself, like so many things. It's affecting it, and I feel like people can actually sense that energy, and they can tell that something is a little bit off, that you have a confidence issue. So while people can tell you that, oh, tips to look confident, to feel more confident, dress up, do whatever, it's not lasting. It's not lasting. There are times that I've actually dressed up really nice, and while I look good on the outside, I look in the mirror, I like what I see. The moment I step out in social situations where I'm actually meant to now interact with people, you can actually tell I'm stuttering, I'm not having the right words to say, I'm quiet in the room, I'm like slouching my shoulders like this. It's a lot. And I have come to conclude that there's no amount of outside work that you can do to fix your confidence. So meaning that people can actually tell you to do all of these things. Oh, do your hair, do your nails, do your lashes, do whatever you want to do. People can tell you to do that to look good, to look the part. But if you look good and you look the part, you still feel it inside you that I am not confident. Yeah, it's just going to be there. So now I'm already like laying the foundation that confidence is not something that you can actually fix by looking good, by doing your hair, doing your nails, doing all of those things. If you're not going to even own your appearance, there's a difference between, oh, I just put on something nice and I'm just, moving. Like when you move, like, you are that girl, you are that boy, it will show, it will shine, right? So no matter, you might wear a very glamorous dress, look very nicely, but like if you don't have confidence to embody what you are putting on, it's still going to show. Like, it's still going to show. So you need a certain level of confidence to be able to embody the person that you are, what you're wearing. So now we have established that confidence is not a exterior fixing. We need to go inside. And that was what brought me to the first framework, which is identity. I wrote, just to shorten it, that confidence is a firm belief in yourself, a firm belief in oneself. That's just it, short and simple. That is confidence, a firm belief in oneself, something that cannot be shaken, if that makes any sense. So it is firm, cannot be shaken, in the sense that regardless of what anyone else has to say, it doesn't quite matter. Why? Because the belief is firm. The belief is firm. Emphasis on firm. What does firm mean? What does firm tells you? Firm tells you that it is strong, it is solid. Now, does that look like something that dress can fix? Nails can fix? Lashes can fix? Looking the part can fix? If it's not there, it's not there. I'm serious. I'm sick of tired of going online and you search ways of being confident and they tell you, dress nice, do this, do that. There are times that I have actually dressed nice that I'm in the corner like this. No one is going to approach me like that. No one is going to want to engage with me like that. And I still think trash about myself. So like, firm belief in one's self, emphasis on firm. When I think of firm, I think of strong, something that is not shaking, that it doesn't matter what anyone else has to say. It doesn't matter. Yeah, think of your class clowns. When you think of, maybe in high school, you guys had class clowns. Now you guys can guess, people that just like making jest of themselves. They'll come to the front of the class and they'll make silly jokes and they will laugh. And they will laugh about it. Like me, I was the girl who would sit. Like I could sit from the beginning of school, right from the assembly till the close of school. I'm not gonna move. I'm not gonna get up. I'm not gonna interact with anybody other than my seatmates. I'm not going to interact. I can do that. Sometimes I don't even eat. I don't even go out to get snacks. That is how crazy it is. I'll be like, if I get up, the whole world is going to notice me. Everybody's going. I rather not get up. I'll just sit down. But think of the class clowns. Regardless of the fact that they say the most ridiculous things. I'm telling you, they come out in front of the class. They jump out of the table. They say the most ridiculous things, and they don't care what anybody has to say about them. A lot of people go around and say like, this guy is so stupid, he's so dumb. So people say things about the class clowns, and yet it doesn't stop them from acting the way they act. That is a firm belief. Think of it. That is a firm. And you who has something meaningful to say, you will overthink what you want to say. Like, I don't understand. You're the one who has like, who thinks multiple times before doing something, before taking an action, before saying something, and then the person who basically will just say, hi everybody, I'm happy today. And everybody will laugh. Sometimes they will say something silly. And it doesn't quite matter to them. That level of confidence is crazy. So it is a firm belief in one's self, regardless of what anybody has to say. So you might be wearing rags and nobody can shame you for wearing rags. Yes, you might go to that event dressed however you feel like dressing, and nobody will come and tell you to be able to shame you for what you're dressing. You don't feel any odd way, right? You feel that this is me, this is how I like dressing, this is what feels most authentic to me, right? So I'm not going to feel any way by whatever ABCD has to say. If anybody is like whispering something to another person's ear, it's not going to affect me. I'm not going to instantly think that this person is talking about me, or they're laughing about my dress, or they don't think I look good, or they think I'm dumb, or I'm not going to think about that, because I'm like, I know myself, I know who I am, regardless of what ABCD has to say. So that's a picture of firm belief. Firm belief. That is the definition of confidence. I actually checked this on Google, so maybe I'll put on the screen so you guys can see for yourself. I went further to say, okay, what is belief? If they say confidence is a firm belief in oneself, what then is belief? Let's find out. So belief is the mental acceptance or conviction that something is true or real even without proof. Confidence is a firm belief. Belief is a mental acceptance. A mental acceptance. You have come to a point where you have just accepted that this is who I am. This is me. Now, regardless of what anybody has to say, it doesn't change me. Now, can we now see that no matter how you want to think of this thing, confidence is not a look nice, do your... Regardless of what anyone has to say, it doesn't shake you, because you have a what? Firm belief. That is something I want to implant, because the moment that thing stuck in my head, the moment that thing clicked in my head, I was like, this is not about what everybody has to say. This is not even about anybody. This is about me. How do I feel about myself? How do I think about myself? Because that is going to affect every other thing else. That is going to affect how I show up, how I speak to people. Everything is going to affect it. So why have you not accepted? Or what have you not accepted about yourself? What are you yet to accept about yourself? Because if you've accepted, I believe there will be no reason why you will be triggered or bothered about someone saying. It's just like someone saying, you have red hair, or I have red hair. Take a look at me, I have red hair. And I'm going to be triggered and offended and feel shame. I will pay you no mind, because I do not have red hair. Do I have red hair? No. So when I now believe to have red hair, and someone else now tells me you have red hair, and I believe that I have red hair, and I don't like that red hair, I haven't accepted that red hair, it's gonna what? Trigger me. Some people who are not like the most loudest in the room, but they have this thing they call quiet confidence, and they just move in this way that I don't care what you are going to say about me. Like, you just know that this person is confident. This person is also a quiet person, but they're also confident about their quietness. So that, and then I knew that was it, that there are people that also own the fact that they are quiet. They're not the person that like to, talk to everybody when they enter a room. They don't like making noise, but they've owned it, and you can tell that they've owned it. And that was when I knew that, okay. It's not even the fact that I'm quiet. People can tell me, oh, you're shy, you're timid, you're quiet. But what do I actually truly believe about myself? That is the reason. That's where the problem comes from. Now that we have explained what that is, what confidence is, what belief is, so we've broken it down to the lowest form so that you can actually understand that it is not a look nice game. It is not. It is a inner self game. So if you're still struggling with confidence, please, you have questions to ask yourself. You have answers to provide to yourself. Forget about what anyone else thinks about you right now. What do you think about you? It is the most important. If you've accepted that, oh, I am this introverted person, I don't like talking to people, and you've made peace with that, that is something that you've accepted to be true about yourself, then you're not going to have a problem when people are shaming you for being quiet and timid. Don't be timid though. I don't buy timidness, because being introverted does not mean you're going to be shy and timid. It does not equate. That's what I used to think. I used to think that if you're introverted meaning you're a shy person. No, it just means that you don't have like that much social battery. Like you don't really, it dies really quick. Where an extroverted person can go talking to thousands of people, you rather prefer having like a small group of people and having meaningful conversations, and then by the end of the day you just want to rest and relax. And why extroverted person can go back to parties, and they have a large social battery. You do not have a large social battery. You kind of protect your cycle, your space. They're looking like the video is gonna have a part 2, but let us see. Maybe I will not be able to share everything, but I'll just talk about the first framework, which is identity. I've established that there's no acceptance. You obviously have not accepted yourself. Now we need to go and find out who yourself is. What is your identity? Let us get to know ourselves so that we can accept it. We cannot accept what we do not know. You lack confidence in yourself. Basically, you lack self-belief. You lack mental conviction. You lack mental acceptance. Whatever you want to call it, that is what you lack. That is basically what lack of self-confidence is. So this is a code that I had to figure out by myself. And just one day, everything just stuck. And I stopped trying to seek validations in people. I stopped trying to how would I say, define myself by people's expectations and what they wanted for me. I just became relaxed. And there's peace in that. There's peace in moving in a way that, feels true to yourself, not what anyone else has to say. You're watching this video, please pack it up. We are done. No one else is better than you. Just have it in your head that no one else is better than me. If you take anything from this video, take the fact that I don't have, my lack of confidence equates to me not having self-belief and me not having a mental acceptance / confusion about myself. Even without proof. You don't even need proof to have a mental conviction. No. You don't need proof. Okay? Think of all the things you believed. You believed them because someone said it, someone did this. So that was how the world came to be. You just believed it. My auntie will say, if you, as a young girl, if you're tying wrapper around your chest, it means your breast is gonna fall. And I believed it because I thought, why did I believe it? There was no proof. Was there a proof? There was no proof. But I somehow believed it. Okay, as a young girl, don't tie wrapper around your chest. So if you tie wrapper around your chest, your breast is gonna fall. It's gonna sag. Well, who said that? Nobody. I don't know who said it, but basically we're just carrying it from generation to generation to generation. So think of a lot of the things you believe. There's no even proof. So you don't need to have a proof to believe certain things about it. Just think deep to yourself. Who am I? Let's have it. Let's have the story about ourselves very clear, to the point that no one else, whatever they have to say, does not matter. Exactly. So we want to build something that is unshakable. Something that cannot be shaken by anybody, even if you're in the room of presidents, sons and daughters. Yes, they are humans like you. They have feelings, they have emotion. Don't be shaken. Do not be shaken. Everybody, in front of everybody, has their flaws. I don't even know who came up with this. What are we even avoiding? Fear of what? My assignment for you in this video is go and dig deep. Ask yourself, who am I? Beyond societal expectations, beyond what anybody has said, what anybody has taught you, what you knew before yourself. Please ask yourself, who am I at the core? Before anybody placed their expectation on you, or society, or your peers, who am I? What do I want for myself? What is my purpose? What am I here to? What fulfills me? What gives me joy? What makes me sad? Find out every itty bitty details about yourself. I'm telling you, find it out. Find that out. Write it down so you can go through it as often as possible. Anytime you just want to go through it, remind yourself who you are, so that someone else does not define that for you, and you don't have to live by that definition that someone else has given you about yourself. Hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Make sure you like, comment, share to anybody you know that is struggling with confidence. They need this video. Do them the favor of sharing this video to them. And I will see you guys in my next video.